this morning I got a package from Heat Transfer Warehouse, and lo and behold, I ordered the wrong cartridge. I ordered a replacement black ink for my SG 500, but I accidentally clicked on SG 1000, and the black cartridge for the SG 1000 does not fit in the SG 500. So note to yourselves, if you're ordering black ink for your sublimation printer by Sawgrass, every other cartridge is the same: white, cyan, magenta, and yellow, interchangeable, SG 500 or SG 1000. But black ink, it has to be, it's printer specific, SG 500 or SG 1000 for the black ink. Now, selling merch online is these days, I think a lot more people are doing it, so it's starting to get a little bit harder, should I say. So with that being said, make sure if you're starting an online merch store that your stuff is really innovative. It's not like repetitive. It's not the same thing everybody else is selling. And with that being said, I ordered some new hats from one of my favorite wholesalers where I get my hats from, which is AutoCap. You have to have a reseller certificate in order to order from AutoCap. And we're going to open up some boxes from AutoCap and see what we got. Let me find a cutter. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Thank you. Alright, so when you order your caps from AutoCap, you get it like this. And yep, these are my clients' hats right here. Making sure they are white. Yes, they are. And these are some extra hats I bought for merch for you guys. Alright, so this hat right here is a breathable mesh hat. It's a flex fit hat right here, and client's design is going right on the front of this hat. About to do some right now. Got a bunch of them for the clients, and I'm anxious to get that done for this person right here. Got some more stuff coming in for this specific client, so let's see what else we got. Oh, two different ones. So yeah, we got these flex fit navy, and then we got these flex fit navy. All of them are deep. Let me see. Yep, nice and deep. And we got this one. Oh, that's extra deep. Yep, auto flex. I think, and these are small medium. I think that when you get your stuff from Ricoma send you some stuff from Auto. Yep, success. All right, let's see what else we got in here. All right, more blues. And some more of these. Alright, so that's just a repeat of these. That's just a repeat of these ones right here. And is this the same too? I ordered that many navy blues, huh? Okay. We'll put these hats in the stash. From now on, guys, nothing but heat. As far as the hats are concerned, nothing but dope designs. Can't be anything mediocre. Can't be anything subpar. Everything has got to be like a super hot design going on these hats from now on, because I'm capable of doing it, but I haven't been doing it, so I need to start doing it. What it is that you get real comfortable doing what you're doing, and you start to, I don't know, I won't say not give any effort, because the stuff that I put out is very specific, but you start to not put in as much detail as you otherwise should. Alright, so yeah, I really went overdose with this. Why did I order this many of it? Did I order this many? Oh my gosh, I don't think my client wanted this many, but I don't think I meant to order that many. How many of these did I order? Alright, well, I got some more hats coming in too, from Buck Wholesale. So yeah, we're gonna revisit that. So with that being said, I was having some issues with my one of my EM-1010s, and it wasn't anything wrong with the machine. It's because I bought that EM-1010 used. That EM-1010 I bought from for $4,500 off of Facebook Marketplace. And let's say it's an older EM-1010. The firmware was different from the firmware that's in my new EM-1010. So I did get Ricoma to send me a new firmware update and update the firmware. I don't know if that does anything, but I don't know. And I do have to do a few other things to it. But I also got Ricoma to, I also purchased some springs, some tension springs from Ricoma for the upper tension and the lower tension knobs. All right, so I think once I change those out, the tension issue that I was having, specifically with the black thread, should be solved. So let's go over and let's change the tension on our Ricoma EM-1010. I mean, change the tension springs, of course, the tension springs, yeah. I went ahead and I purchased 20 new springs for machine number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20 new springs, tension springs. So I'm going to take all the springs out of machine number 2 and replace them with new springs. And we'll see how the tension acts then.
Like, comment, subscribe.
I'm going to start from the top and work my way back. And after I do this, I'm going to have to adjust all the tension totally over again. I got to pay attention to how this is in. All right, so I've already changed the top bunch of tension springs, but just to give you guys a comparison, this is a new tension spring, and this is one of the old tension springs. And all of the old tension springs are, I can feel the difference. This is very, very light. This has a little bit more resistance to it, and this is a whole lot taller, whereas though this one is these are worn down, as you guys can just visually see. All right, don't want to mix them up, but you guys can visually see that the old ones are worn down and the new ones are got a lot more spring to them. All right, so let me change out the bottom half and then we'll see what's what. Got all the old springs out and just replacing them with new springs. Drop them in there. Drop them all in there. Got all the new springs in. Then you put these top parts on and these little grooves right here. Oh, make sure you don't lose any of them. Real easy to fall and lose because they're real small. All right, put them all back on there. Then after that's done, you just put back on the top part. Yes, you just screw that in there. If I can get it to go in. There you go. Just by looking, I can tell that the ones that came from the bottom tensioners had a little bit more life left in them than the one that came from the top tensioners. See that? I almost think that this one did not need to be replaced. The bottom ones didn't need to be replaced, and it was the top ones that needed to be replaced, because the top ones, they're all like super low, which means this machine was previously, the previous owner used to adjust the top tension and not turn the bottom tension. When I adjust my machine, I give a slight turn to the top and a slight turn to the bottom. Whatever I do to the top, I do to the bottom to try to keep the springs wearing even. So yeah, you can see. So I'm going to throw all these away, and I think I might hold on to these right here because they honestly look okay and they feel pretty okay. These ones feel like almost nothing. These ones have still a little bounce to it. So yeah, I'm gonna throw these ones away and keep the other ones. So as you guys can see, I went ahead and adjusted all the tensions while doing the tension test. Start off okay. All of them look pretty okay. This is kind of loose, so I'll tighten it up. But the most important part you want to pay attention to while doing a tension test is the back. All right, so look at the back. You want it, it's called the eye test because you want it to kind of be like an eye. You want the white bobbin thread to be kind of in the center. This is where we started off and this is where we ended up. All right, so the white you can't really see because obviously to get a proper test on that, you got to use black bobbin thread to make sure the black is in the center. You can't see the white on white. All right, but anyway, the black, we start off right here. As you guys see, there's plenty of bobbin thread showing. If plenty of bobbin thread is showing, that means the top thread is pulling too much. So we loosened it up a little bit and we got it perfect. That's good. Red was pretty good. Blue, top thread was pulling a little bit too much. Loosened up. Got it right here. And with the orange, it seemed like the orange was pulling, the bottom thread was pulling too much, so we added some more tension to the top thread, and we got it right about here. All right. Yeah. No, matter of fact, the top thread, yeah, the bobbin thread was pulling too much. There wasn't enough tension, right? So we added some more tension, and it pulled and got that white opened up just a little bit more. All right. So that's what we wanted. This is acceptable. The gray, you can't really, yeah, you can see it. It's acceptable. Perfect. That's good. That's good. Yellow is acceptable. And yeah, every other color is cool. So that's what you want to look for when you're doing a tension test. Once again, the black, the top thread was pulling too much. So that's why you saw so much white. So I loosened it up. And the orange, the bottom thread was pulling too much. So I added some more tension and got it right there. All right. You add some more tension so that the top thread can pull a little bit more, so you can see more of the white. And in this case, like I said, the white thread at the bottom was pulling too much, so because you had that wide gap. So I loosened up the top tension so that the white thread can have a little bit more pull. All right, if that makes sense. All right, so that's how you do the tension test, and that's how you get your tension perfect on your machines. All right. As you guys can see, changing the tension springs on my Ricoma Em-1010 worked out fabulously. I got good tension back on the black thread, so when I'm embroidering, no black thread will be peeking through. Tension, I can't stress to you guys how important that is when dealing with these machines, but I won't have any more issues anymore. So there's only one more thing that I got to do with that specific machine, which involves kind of like taking the whole shell off of it. I gotta adjust the what do you call those rubber things that's inside the cart? Not gaskets, but belts. There's belts, one on each side, and I gotta make sure the belts are really tight. So Ricoma has a video in your customer portal. If you have one, Ricoma has a video showing you in detail how to do it, and I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna show you guys in this video because it's really long, but yeah, I'm gonna do that today, and hopefully that machine will be running good as new, like it's brand new. And I'm gonna clean up the inside and, you know, suck out any dust or if there's anything else up in there. This morning, the first thing I did after I got, you know, took a shower and got dressed and everything, I met up with one of my old biker buddies, Bayon Burgess. His photography name, Creative7 on Instagram. If you are in the need for a photographer, then hit him up. Went out and took some shots with him. So I got a photographer now. If you guys want to see the pictures and everything that we did, make sure you follow me on Instagram, A-Dubb.Productions, and you'll see the pictures posted there. I might post a little bit here and maybe a little bit of footage here, but make sure you guys follow me on Instagram if you want to see the pictures that we did. Also, special announcement that I meant to mention in a previous video, but I didn't. Bella Canvas invited us to come to California. So we're going to go to California and we're going to tour Bella Canvas's production facility. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you subscribed. Make sure your post notification bells are on, because I don't think you want to miss this. It's going to be awesome. So stay tuned for that. And that's all I got for you guys today. Actually, I'm lying. It's not, but I'm not going to include that in this video. It's going to be a totally separate video. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that video dropping later on today. I'll talk to you guys later.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?